Yeah, I don't need a chauffeur. Pick 'em out, I'm colder. I got war wounds. Lie the wound on great. Navigation, make a way. Run it up what you count today. I something like Kanye. Can't make up, we too late. Just know my daughter straight. All five is a blessing. I can give you stories about it.
What's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live on the industry's most wanted podcast. Listen, I got my homie in the building today. I ain't seen you in a hot minute, man. Big shout out to F.O.R.A.N checking. It was good, bro.
Man, was good. Hello, man. F.O.R.A.N 3 times in the building. What it do?
Mr. 3 times. Give me some love. You know what I'm saying?
What's up,
Boom.
man?
It's good to see you. I have not seen you in a long time.
Long time.
I love to see that you still out here working, you still grinding. But without further ado, man, go ahead and give us, that official introduction.
Man, I go by F.O.R.A.N 3 times. That's F.O.R.A.N 3X, man. Face Oscar reverse our negativity, man. You know what I'm saying? The hottest in the city coming out of Atlanta right now. That's just what's going on.
Big facts, man. Known this guy for a long time. I've seen you working, I've seen you grind, and I've seen the elevation, and I'm glad that you're here today or tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome, bro. Listen, we got a lot to talk about. Where you from originally?
I'm from the north side of Atlanta originally.
North side.
Well, since we gonna take it back, originally I'm from Mississippi.
Okay, so you was born in the
Yeah,
SIP.
I was born in the SIP, man. Shouts out to the 601, everybody out there, Jacktown, Poplarville, whole nine. So I was originally born in Mississippi, but I moved up here to North Atlanta. Just made a name for myself and just went from there.
Dope. How old were you when you moved out here to Atlanta?
I was about 7.
Okay.
I moved out here to Atlanta.
You was a jit.
Yeah, I was still legit.
Okay.
Still fresh off the porch.
Nah, for real. Absolutely. So let's talk about that. I know at 7 years old, what you were into then is quite different than what you're into now, right? But you probably still love music, right?
Yes, man. I always been around music. Always loved music. My mom, she grew up singing in the choir.
Oh, okay, dope.
Yeah, she grew up singing in the church. Matter of fact, she just sung last week at church. I went to church with her. It was lovely. So, yeah, I always just been around music. Just been a fan of the sport and the art.
Yeah. So when you moved to Atlanta, was it for family reasons or was it your parents had business going on? Like, if you don't mind sharing, why did you guys move out here?
It was a little bit of both. My mom, she just wanted, better opportunities for us.
Yeah.
Down there, it's low poverty. Where we come from, not a lot of people make it out. So, she had 4 kids, so she wanted the best for us. So we moved up here to Atlanta for better opportunities.
No, absolutely. Atlanta's definitely one of them cities where you can not only be presented with opportunities, but you can also create your own opportunities.
Facts.
It's a great city for entrepreneurs, hustlers, business-minded people. What was it like, making that transition from the SIP out here to Atlanta? Because I'm sure it's quite different.
It was a smooth transition for me, because I was adventurous.
Yeah.
I love just learning new things.
Yeah.
Trying new things. But on the backlash, everybody call you country. You ain't really got the lingo or the slang.
Atlanta.
But other than that, it was a smooth transition. I took everything that came with it, and just went forward.
Most definitely. So would you say that growing up in the Atlanta area, you said you was on the north side, had an influence on you for wanting to really get started with your music career?
Oh yeah, most def. I remember, just being inspired at first by Jadakiss.
Yeah.
Just being from up top and how Dipset was,
right?
How they carried themselves, and then fast forward down here, it was a lot of team parties growing up.
Yeah.
Moved down here, that's when Travis Porter was like lit.
Right, I heard that it was a lit, around that era.
Yeah, so just sneaking in the club with, my older partners, seeing Travis Porter, how they had all the females and stuff like that, I was like, I got to get into the music.
That's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Outside of sports, So other than that, yeah, it was cool.
Okay, so let's talk about the sports a little bit. I'm always intrigued by that because I think, growing up, we got to be involved in something.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because it structures you, teaches you how to be a team player. Organization, all of that. What sports were you into?
Basketball and football.
Are you a good hooper?
Yeah, most definitely.
You still be dunking on them?
Look, man, anybody want to bet? Anybody got your money ready, man? We going up with it, man. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing all these celebrities talking about they hoop and all this, man. Stop. Hello.
Don't play with him.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't play with him.
Yeah, you get like that, man, on that court for sure. But hooping, basketball. I love football too, though.
Okay.
I just love to hit people.
Yeah.
I play safety. wherever that ball was at, I was on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm knocking your head off for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
you kind of a stocky dude,
Yeah,
so you
for
know what I'm
sure,
saying?
yeah.
Like, you got to be in them sports. You know what I'm saying?
And I still could get out there to this day. You know what I mean? It's just in me. You know what I mean? Like, my whole family athletic. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is.
But you know what though, Slick, you know, I think outside of sports teaching you, like we said, discipline and, you know, organization and stuff, it also keeps you fit because as an artist, bro, you got to have your win together.
Man, telling you, I just did a show last week with Larry Love, Cook Up Atlanta show, rooftop concert at Six Lounge. I did a 20-minute set.
Woo, Lord.
Yeah, and like when I tell you, like
That's a workout.
It is, and when I tell you, I had to prepare for that. Like rehearsing like 3-4 times a day, just making sure like my win and I could go the full 20 minutes. You know what I mean? And it came out amazing.
Absolutely. No, you're absolutely right. Being on that stage, you don't realize because, you know, if you're not lip syncing and you actually rapping and you moving around, that's like a cardio work. That's like a hit workout.
Cardio. You can do that in your house.
No.
If y'all don't want to work out, go to the gym, pay your membership, just put on you a little playlist and just rap it all the way through. Your favorite album. Just play it all the way through, jump up and down, get that good little 30, 45-minute cardio, man, and get up out of there. Hello.
You might want to, I think you onto something, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Like a hip-hop boot camp.
Slick.
Yeah.
Slick.
Yeah.
I would subscribe to that.
Yeah, for sure. We may put something together. we may put something together, though.
Hey, that's a moneymaker right there.
Nah, for real.
I don't know any other artists that are doing that, bro. You might want to go ahead and, you know, grab that and snag it up for someone sees this and tries to take your idea.
I'm going to have it done by the time the interview come out, man, for sure.
Y'all heard it here first. You heard that, Larry Love? Hey, this guy came up with it first, man. But, you know, talk to us a little bit more in depth about you playing sports, basketball and, you know, football. How would you say that playing those sports has helped you with your music career?
I was always the underdog.
Yeah.
I was on a all-star traveling team.
Okay.
Everybody who I played with went to the NBA or went overseas.
Wow.
And, you know, I was always just the underdog on the team.
Yeah.
I still had my spot. I still got my minutes.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I wasn't riding the bench for sure. Like, I was starting.
He made that clear now.
Yeah,
He was playing, y'all.
I made the cut, every cut. You know what I mean? I played varsity in the 9th grade. You know what I mean? So just from the music to the sports, like I was always the underdog. So now, you know, translated to, you know what I mean, the music, you know what I mean? I just feel like I'm the underdog, but I still know I'm the hottest out there right now.
Most definitely.
Bar for bar, you know what I mean? Song for song, like it's a no-brainer.
Were you blessed throughout your time in playing sports to not sustain any major injuries?
I broke my ankle in Pee Wee football.
Aww.
Yeah, some big dude fell on my leg. It was over with. I was so hot too. I was a star running back. You know what I mean? Some big dude fell on my leg, broke my ankle. And then, but that's about it though. That's the only injury I had. Minus little small injuries.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, little ankles and, you know, little bruised fingers and stuff like that. But yeah, I was pretty fortunate not to like tear my ACL and none of that.
Yeah, because those type of injuries you never fully recover from.
No, you really don't.
You always are going to have pain from that, no matter if you have surgery or not. So is your ankle completely rehabilitated? I know that happened when you was young, but does it bother you at all?
Not at all.
Man, that's a blessing right there.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So let's talk about when you first really started taking this music serious. You know, I want to know that journey.
When I first really started taking it serious, I say around this time last year.
Yeah.
Larry Love, like that's really like my mentor.
Yeah.
Like really everything.
He's
like,
a good dude. He's been doing this a long time.
mentor, manager, like the whole nine.
Right.
And you know, it was just that, you know, just surrounding myself around somebody that, you know, seen the potential in me and had that, you know, held me to a higher standard.
Facts.
You know what I mean? It was like, bro, I can't let him down. Like, I got to go hard.
Absolutely.
And, you know, like, my kids, too, as well. You know what I mean? Like, they turn up to my music. You feel me? Like, that's my motivation. So, I seen it last year when I go into the studio, you know what I mean, bringing these records home. My kids turning up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Larry Love, like, boy, you out of here. You just got to stay consistent, stay visible.
That's,
you know what I mean? Stay accessible. And it was like, I just started taking it serious. You know what I mean?
That's the biggest piece of advice that anyone can really give you is you have to stay consistent. But you know that with anything we do in life, in order to see results, going to the gym,
for sure,
eating healthy, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hello.
If you don't stay consistent with that stuff, you're not going to see the results. And it's no different than your music.
Not at all.
So I know you've been doing music for a long time. So was there a period of time where you like stepped back and were maybe handling some life stuff, personal stuff?
Man, my whole career, like for the past, 5-6 years.
Yeah.
I've been had it. Like I've been it, but you know, growing up in the streets, you know what I mean, like trying to in and out the system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, having kids, you know what I mean, different baby mamas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like battling like depression and anxiety, you know what I mean? So it was definitely like, I'm talking about like taking long periods, like
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah.
And I didn't know really how like depression and anxiety was, like how serious it was.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And how like, you know, you could really just be depressed and like a whole year go by.
And you know, not only does
And
that
you never know it.
absolutely, because it also not only affects you, but it can have definitely affected people around
Yeah,
you.
fact. And I ain't wanted to do that. You know what I mean? And, you know, I thank God it never came between, you know, me and the people that, you know, that really, you know that I got it in, you know, that I look up to, you know what I mean? So, you know, but just battling them different things and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And, you know, just trying to find your peace again and just trying to find your motivation, you know what I mean? Just to keep going, you know what I mean? So.
Can we talk about that a little bit in depth? Because there's a lot of people out here who are battling depression or anxiety or mental illnesses, and they don't want to talk about it. They feel ashamed.
It's real. It's something that you can't like. It's something you just wake up with.
Yeah.
Like you ain't born with it.
Right. No, absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's just certain stuff that you go through. Like it weigh on you, and a lot of people don't know that it's coming. And you know what I'm saying? You waking up miserable every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you losing yourself. You know what I mean? You eating late at night.
Yeah.
Big buffet bills. You know what I'm saying?
All the unhealthy stuff that we ain't supposed to be doing.
You know, before you know it, like you in a slump.
Yeah.
And it is hard to get out that slump.
It really is. And I
really
think
is.
a lot of people experienced that too through the pandemic.
Most definitely.
You know, because they couldn't leave their house really, or they lost their jobs. They were losing loved ones. You know what I'm saying? It was a crazy time. You know, what would be something that you know, if anybody that's experiencing that, what could you share with them?
I think I'd say find your motivation.
Yeah.
Like whatever you feel like your purpose is from God, like find that motivation.
Yeah.
And you know, just be creative in that motivation.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And you know, and just you know, just live by your rules and find that motivation, man. Wake up and just try to do something different. You know what I mean? Try to wake up and pray. You know what I mean? Like if you ain't working, go get a job. You know what I mean? That'll pull you out your slump. You know,
Right.
do a little different stuff. Go walk in the park. You know what I mean? Go swimming. You know, just try to stay active.
I love
And
that.
stay offline too.
Yes.
Try to stay active and stay off the internet.
Yes. You're like every night when I get ready to lay it down, I put my phone on D&D.
Most definitely.
I push it to the side, and I don't spend my last hours of my night, like probably 2 hours before I get ready to go to bed. Like the phone's on D&D, and I push it to the side.
I gotta try that.
Oh yeah, the D&D is clutch.
You know, me and Larry Love, we on call, so you know I gotta have that thing right beside me. He may call me at 12 o'clock with a play. You know what I mean? If we going up, we gotta go to the studio the next day. You know what I mean? We got to pull up on somebody or something, you know what I'm saying? So I try to keep my phone active for them members, you know what I mean? My kids may call me late at night,
right.
11 o'clock at night, wanting to talk to daddy, you know what I mean? So, you know, but I got to try that.
Yeah, I do. And honestly, like, you know, probably around 11 o'clock is when it goes on D&D. I usually don't go to bed till 1, 2 in the morning. You know, we be up late.
Yeah,
but before I go to bed, I will look at it to see if there's any missed calls or, you know, because if there's an emergency, I don't want to miss that. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, the thing about this business is people can be disrespectful. They'll call you for no reason at 1, 2 in the morning. And I'm like, what you need? Like that couldn't have waited a couple more hours to 8. Most definitely. You know, coming through that, you know, experiencing that, what did you take from that? What did you learn from those times of anxiety to where you at right now?
That the job still got to be done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you still got to feed them kids.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I can't like not be there for my kids.
Babies are hungry.
You know what I mean? And they like, Daddy, why I can't get a Happy Meal today?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, I was in the slump. I ain't feel like getting up. And I ain't feel like seeing you for 2-3 days. You know, nah, bro. Like the job still got to get done.
That's right.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like find your motivation within that. If it's your kids, if it's your relationship, your wife, your family, whatever it is, find your motivation that you know that love you and just live through that.
Absolutely. You know, because the thing about us as we get older, you know, I think, you know, once we're like 30 plus, life has to change for us. We got to grow up. We got to get out of our own way because, you know, like you said, we got families to take care of. We have significant others. There's just a lot of stuff business to handle. So like you said, we just got to keep going, man. We got to push through it.
Keep pushing through it, especially if you waking up saying that you want to be an entrepreneur.
Right.
Like it come with trials and tribulations.
Nah, for real.
Like, it come with anxiety. It come with depression. Like everybody want to be an entrepreneur, so they got to really put in that work.
No, that's facts.
So,
Absolutely, because that's a double full-time job.
And even you firsthand, I seen you grind like from the ground up. Like,
I appreciate
I'm really proud of
that.
you. Like I love
Thank
the spot.
you.
It's dope. Like,
Thank you.
Especially being a female in this industry, like you really held your weight.
Man,
And
I
still
appreciate
kept going.
that.
So yeah, I'm definitely proud of you. Congratulations.
Man, thank you. Because it has been tough, especially not being from here.
Yeah.
And I still heavily represent my city. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
most
I'm from Tampa. You know,
You still got the accent. Yeah, you still got the accent, man. You don't sound like you.
We from
Atlanta
Florida,
yet,
baby.
Hello.
That's dope, man. You know, so let's talk about, you know, you said probably in the last, about year and a half is when you like, you know, transitioning back into like, you know, doing your music full time.
Yes, ma'am.
You linked up with, you know, DJ Larry Love,
Yes,
who's one of the most solid people that I've
Man,
met
most
since
definitely.
I've been here.
Yes, ma'am.
What are some of the things you've been working on?
New projects. We got a couple labels on the phone. You know what I mean? In the text messages. You know what I mean? We just working. We just trying to stay consistent. You know, for me, honestly, man, it's just I already knew everything gonna work out for itself. I just want to be consistent with myself, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like consistent with my team. You know what I mean? Like I know everything else gonna work. Like we got majors on the phone. We got, you know what I mean, TampaMystic.
Hey, they would Tampa.
You know what I mean?
You
We
dig?
with Tampa now. You know what I mean? It's a long time coming. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, you know, for me, man, it's just about just staying consistent with myself. Just proving it to myself. And I feel like, you know, with that, you know what I'm saying? And like my faith, like I feel like God gonna work it out.
No, that's absolutely facts. You know, the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning, before I grab my phone, before I brush my teeth or do
Yeah,
any of
most
that,
definitely.
I thank God.
Yeah, say a prayer.
Thank you, God, for waking me up and let me see another day, because not everybody had that opportunity.
Right. I was just riding with my niece yesterday. We was going to the bank, and she was like, you know, I had said like a quick little prayer, like, thank you, God. You know what I mean? And she was like, why you just do that? It's 1 o'clock during the day. I like, you gotta be thankful for everything.
Please believe it, because
what I
every
mean?
time you leave your house, it's a risk.
Every time. You know what I mean? Every time you wake up, every time you eat, shoot, you thank God you took a shower. Some
No,
people
for
can't
real.
even take a shower.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I find myself like, thank you, God. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you, like the top of last year was trying for me. My mom passed away, and
Sorry to hear that.
thank you. And that was so hard because I went through anxiety. Because the day before she passed, my dad had open heart surgery. And they've been married for 48 years. So I went through, and my dad spent 49 days in rehab because he was so weak from his surgery. I had to go down there and take care of him. I was having to help him bathe and everything. So that gave me a whole new outlook on life. Like, dang, man, like at any second, life
It
can
be
change
taken
for
away
us.
from you.
Yeah.
Gotta stay humble, man. Stay humble.
Absolutely. And I heard you say earlier too, you mentioned, you know, about, you know, living your purpose. Your passion is music.
Most definitely.
What would you say is your purpose?
My purpose, I think I'd say like, you know, just help, just, you know, I don't know my purpose, man. I'm still walking in my purpose. Like if I had it figured out, you know what I mean? Like I'll be perfect. I really don't know my purpose. I know my purpose is music right now. Like the way I touch people, you know what I mean? With my music and stuff, my words, you know what I mean? The way that they feel with my music and make them feel good, you know what I mean? Cause I'm able to, you know, my kids, 7, 5, 6 years old.
Yeah.
Like they gonna really turn up off the music.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So just having that, you know what I mean? Seeing that is like, okay, bet. Like, let me I know my music could take me far and I'll be able to help masses of the world. Like, I like doing stuff like feeding the hungry and stuff like that. So I feel like I feel like that's my purpose too, though.
I totally agree. I think as a musician, your music is definitely, you're living your purpose because you're helping other people.
Yeah, facts.
Music is that universal language. We all turn to music no matter what emotion we got.
Yep.
If we having a bad day, good day, or somewhere in between, music is going to be incorporated. We don't go a day without listening to music, right? During your creative mode, when you're, you know, putting together, whether it's an album or new music, do you block out from listening to other artists?
Well, I really don't listen to a lot of artists, but cause like when I'm about to go to the studio, I ain't gonna lie, I'm turning on Future.
Okay.
Like, I'm getting that, cause you know what I'm saying? Like I try to find some type of creative lane, try to do something different. You know what I mean? I got a couple artists that, you know, give me that motivation, give me that spark. You know what I mean? That, you know, that build me up. But I'm not listening to 20 and 30 people.
Yeah.
Like I got my same select, you know what I mean, few who I rock with, you know what I mean? And, you know, but I really don't block like certain artists out.
Okay. I asked that because sometimes artists be like, I don't listen to no other artists when I'm in creative mode because
That be the artist, not to cut you off. That be them artists that trying to sound like other people.
Right.
Like if you yourself, you ain't trying to sound.
It don't matter.
Nah, like
right.
I'm going, like,
I'm with you, bro.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go to the studio tonight. I probably put on like if I'm going for like a certain theme, you know what I mean? Like I may go Future Dirty Sprite, you know what I mean? I may go, you know, Lil Baby first mixtape. I may go Meek Mill Dreams of Nightmare. It just depends on what type of mode I'm in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that be them artists who be trying to be other people and trying to go in there sounding like Lil Uzi Vert and all these extra stuff, you know what I mean? We ain't doing that. This in us, you know what I mean? Like,
nah, for real.
For sure.
And there's nothing wrong with being motivated by other people.
But you still got to be yourself too.
Nah, for real.
Because I'm motivated by all artists. Like I pull up some artists right now that probably a lot of people ain't never heard of.
Yeah.
But I rock with them heavy.
Yeah.
And I ain't never even heard of them. I just seen them on Instagram. That's me though. Like I see on Instagram your music hot. Like I'm gonna click on it.
I love that.
You know what I mean? And it's dope. Guess what? I'm riding to it. You know what I mean? I may ride to it 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, may work out to it. You know what I mean? So that's just me. I get inspired by seeing other people creativity and how they put their art together. You know what I mean? And how I could relate to it and how I could, you know, articulate myself and put myself in that position. You know what I mean? So, you know.
I think that says a lot about your character, though.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? That, you know, you are not intimidated or don't feel threatened by someone else's art.
Nah, not at all.
You know, I mean, if someone else got a dope record, cool. Let them know, hey, that's dope. Listen to it. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm coming for that spot. Man. You know what I'm saying? You got the #1 spot. You hear me? I'm coming for it. Hello. It's all love, man. It's a you know, like music, like I said, that's that sports in me, though. It's a competition. Like, you know what I mean? When we in that booth, you know what I mean? And them producers playing them beats, like, it's a competition. Outside of that, though, we could laugh, joke, you know what I mean? But, like, if I go do a record with an artist, like, I got to bring that up out of you.
No, for real.
I got to bring that up out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna be in there like, you know, oh, it's my friend. I ain't really trying to. No. I'm going to make you take your verse off. You know
hey, it's that tough love.
Yeah, that tough love. You know what I mean? That tough love. But, you know, it's all love, though.
Because when you do music with someone else, it has to make sense.
It do.
Because this is your brand. This is your livelihood. This is your passion. This is your purpose. So if you do a record with someone, they got to be just on board with it as you are. You can't be the only one out here pushing the record, promoting the record. They got to be putting in on that too.
Let's talk about it, man. Because and that's why I don't do songs with people. Like you would do a record with somebody. You gotta hound them down for the video.
Yes, why?
For promotion. Then they don't want to go in on the cover art or pay for the beat. Like I'm straight. I'm just take out the song. It's good.
Nah, you know that's exactly what you got to do.
Fact.
Remove it.
It'll be a one verse song.
No, for real.
Out of there for sure.
Absolutely. Or you could go back in and record a second verse for it. You know what I'm saying?
And it's still all love.
Exactly.
It's just business gets personal, man.
Facts. You know and that's the one thing that I've learned a lot in this music business is, man, it's never personal. It's business.
Never personal.
There's people that I've dealt with that I thought I was going to ride or die with to the end. And we still cool. We just can't do business together no more.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Take us through your creative process. You know, if you're getting ready to say, you know, man, I want to put together a new song. From the time that you think about maybe putting a new song together, or how does that even come as a thought in your mind?
Well, I kind of really get my inspiration throughout the day. Whatever I'm going through, if it's, you know, if I was in a relationship, it'd be, if I'm going through something, I really, my creative process really come from like live events.
Yeah.
Like stuff that I actually been through. Like I may go through some, like I may make a song about this.
Yeah.
Being on Industry Most Wanted.
You better.
You know what I mean?
And that's
how we, you know, like how we came up, we was grinding, now it's full circle, now we doing interview together. Like, so I really just kind of get created off of that, just life experiences. You know what I mean? Like I'm an observer. So I pay attention to like everything that's around me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, I ain't afraid to go to work with my partner. You know what I mean? And still get my hands dirty.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I get inspiration in that. You know what I mean? Because it keep me humble. It keep me grounded. You know what I'm saying? Or I may see something that happened downtown or something that we went through. And, you know, so I really kind of get my motivation through that.
Do you write all your music or do you get in the studio and go? Like, how does that process come together?
So I jot down like little punchlines.
Yeah.
I have punchlines in my head.
Do you record sometimes a little bit on your phone to kind of get the tone of how you want it?
If I'm in the car and I'm just lit, you know what I'm saying? I'll pull my phone out and record.
Little voice memo.
Little voice memos.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I don't try to do like full 16 bars because your melody will be off when you get in the studio.
Right,
'Cause
right.
You may be in this mood, you know what I mean, at this time, and then when you get to the studio, like, and then you really just focusing on like, I had the song earlier.
Yes.
I had this earlier. How you doing? I had this song earlier. And then you can't get it back, and then you just find yourself, you know what I mean, still struggling trying to get that song. So I jot down like little punchlines, and then when I hear the beat, I kind of just add them 2 punchlines to the beat and just go from there.
Absolutely. No, that's really dope because I love what you said, and I want to elaborate on that a little bit. You know, whatever emotion that you're feeling right now, it's going to be different by the time you get into the studio to record it.
I shut it off. I say them little 2 bars. I be like, all right, bet, let me get up out of there. You know what I mean? Because I may just be going through that emotion right then.
Yeah.
And then 2 hours later, something else may pop up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I may forget that. So, you know, I try to write down just little ideas of how I was feeling at that time. I even write the time down.
Yeah.
So I'm big on, like, you know, numerology, astrology, and all that. We ain't got to get into all that.
No, let's talk about it for a second. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Libra.
Oh my God, I swear on my mama, God rest her soul, I was going to ask if you were Libra because what you was talking about, how you said you write everything down. My dad's a Libra and he's the same way. Yeah. He's a numbers guy.
Yeah, me too. I'm a numbers guy.
It must be a Libra thing.
Yeah, from the clock, like I'm looking at the height, 87.3, you know what I mean? Like paying attention to them numbers, you know what I mean? Like, so that'll equal 13 to me, you know what I mean? So if I see that like tomorrow, then the next day, it's like, okay, bet.
And you know what? That's so crazy that you're the first person to ever figure it out. My area code is 813. So I didn't want to put 813. I put 873 because when you add it up, it comes to 13. So
yeah,
8. You the first one that, give me some love one more time. You the first one that has got that. Nobody else has ever figured that out.
I'm definitely a numbers guy.
I
Sometimes
can tell.
I see a number 30 times in one day, and it'll really freak me out because I get tired of seeing the number. But you know, you may be walking in your purpose, you may be coming in your light, you know what I mean? So, you know, it just all depends on, you know, what you believe in, you know what I mean? What just, you know, drive you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Tell everybody that's checked in, you know, what's the most recent single that you put out and where it's available?
Black Sheep, that's the most recent single I put out. Black Sheep and Mind Control, they both up on YouTube right now. So that you can go find that F.O.R.A.N, Mind Control, and then Black Sheep, you know what I mean? So go check them out. Dope Records. You know what I mean? Good feel, something different. I ain't sounding like nobody else. You know what I'm saying? If you want a new genre, I got my own genre.
What you call it?
The hello.
The hello genre.
The hello genre, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
Nah, that's dope, man. Let's talk a little bit, like for people who check out your music for the first time, they tune in and they check out, we'll say, the Black Sheep record or any other songs you have out. What do you want them to feel? What do you want them to get when they hear your music for the first time?
You know, I was just thinking about this the other day. You know what I mean? I was at a video shoot yesterday, and I was just thinking about it, and it was like, you know, the struggle is gold for me.
Yeah.
Like the people that's struggling, like that's gold for me. Like them people, they so smart. Like I go and chop it up with a homeless person and see how their day was and what type of trials and tribulations they went through that day and how they was overcome. Man, you may see me pulled on the side of the gas station in Boulevard or something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just, you know, or at a red light, I'll put my hazards on and be like, man, how was your day?
Man.
What you go through? So I say,
you out here walking in your purpose because that could really uplift somebody.
Yeah, for sure, man. And people, you know, they be freaked out because, you know, like, you know.
Most people are going to degrade them and give them a hard time.
Yeah,
and
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. So, you know, that's kind of, that I don't know, man. That's just me, though. I mean, that's just me, but I see the struggle, man. I see gold, and that's just what I represent.
Absolutely.
I mean? So when people hear my music, like, I want them to feel that pain and that passion. Like, you know, if I could do it, you could do it.
Absolutely.
If I could overcome it, like, you can too.
That's right, because you don't know what that person went through to get to where they're at. It doesn't mean that they're a bad person or they did bad stuff. They just fell into a hard time.
Yep.
You know, I mean, shoot, slick. Some of these men, they wives be taking them through the ringer and taking everything they got. You know what I'm saying? I ain't afraid to say it because that's what a lot of these women do. I'm going to say women. I want to say something else.
That's
but
real, though. That's real. Vice versa, too, though. The men and women, though, like, they go through a lot. You know what I mean? So you never know what somebody going through. So you just by greeting somebody, saying hello, how you doing, king? How you doing, queen? Like, that'll go a long way. Like, I was dropping my daughter off at school, and it was like 7 in the morning. Dude was like, appreciate the king. Just that little information, like the king word, like that just motivated me.
Absolutely.
For the rest of the day. Like, damn, really is king. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, yeah, for sure.
You're right. Like anybody that knows Tampa knows I'm big on common courtesy.
Yeah.
Little things, you know, good morning, have a good day. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Little things like that could change the dynamic of someone's day. You know, and I'm like that. When I'm out, I speak to as many people as I can.
Sure.
Not all of them respond, and that's cool.
Sure. Yeah.
But you don't know what people are going through.
Someone look at you crazy, but
Yeah.
you know, you still did what you were supposed to do. You know what I mean? So that's what it is.
Do we have any full projects in the works?
So I dropped the mixtape last year, self-entitled F.O.R.A.N. Larry don't want me to put out another album right now because that one's still biting. You know what I mean? And we still, you know, and I'm still dropping more hot singles on top of that. And he like, bro, they still got to eat that one up.
That's
right.
right.
You know what I mean? But
right.
I'm working in the studio every day though. I got some tape. Like I could drop a tape right now if I
You probably got how much if you had to take a guess, and this might be a little hard, if you had to take a guess, how many unreleased songs are in the vault right now?
Right now, I ain't even gonna lie, because folks be saying 200, 300, them, but not that many songs. You ain't got that many songs.
Nah.
Good quality songs in the vault.
Not ones that you would actually put out.
Good quality songs in the vault I got right now, probably 45.
Okay, so you got a nice little plethora.
But see me, my creative process, like I don't have to record every day.
Yeah.
As long as I'm in the studio every day, you know what I mean, and I'm just getting that inspiration and I'm doing stuff like that's me. So, you know, I like recording good quality songs.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It's that quality over quantity.
Yeah, in fact, that's the type of person I am.
Most definitely. We're a little over midway through 2022, bro. Like, what else do you got in the works? And it could be other business ventures that you can talk about. What else do you got in the works right now?
What else I got in the works right now? We just waiting on these labels to call back, man. We waiting on LVR.
Holla at my boy.
Yeah, man. Hello, man. We waiting on Tune.
Hello,
man. You know, send that contract, man. Tell us to pull up, man. We waiting on Ant Dirty, man. Shouts out to Ant Dirty. He just got that new A&R position at LVR in. You know, we just waiting on them calls. We just staying motivated. It's like the NBA. You know what I mean? You waiting on that contract. You're a free agent.
Facts.
So
absolutely.
I'm just putting in that work right now. Dropping. You know what? And I'm dropping every week. You know what I mean? I just shot a step video yesterday. You know what I mean? That's finna drop next week. I'm coming back with another one. I'm just dropping.
That's what you have to do.
Dropping.
We are absolutely 100% in a content era. We all have to learn how to be content creators with social media.
And that and Larry be on me about that every day.
Yeah.
And you know, that's why I told myself, like, just be consistent with yourself and everything else to fall into place.
That's right.
It's like what, 5.5 months left in the year.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And you know, a lot of artists is like, they go for the long term. Like, man, I want to be on Birthday Bash. I want to be on, what's the South by Southwest.
Right.
Like, you got to put that work in now.
Facts.
Because they do that listing September, October.
Yeah.
So don't think you could, oh man, I'm a 6 month and no, you're going to be off that list.
Nah,
you gotta
for
put
real.
That work in now.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people like, and you know, I done just got to a point where, like, you know, you don't really have to have everything. Like, you know, a lot of people say, I need $100,000 to do this. I need $50,000 to do. Just use what you got.
That's right.
Let
Utilize the resource you got.
Yeah, let people see that progress. They want to go through that struggle with you too. You know what I mean? Because you trying to impress the people that's up here. Like, they ain't even looking at you.
No, they sure ain't.
You know what I mean? So let people go through that process with you, man. If you got a 9 to 5, you know what I mean? Work all week, work 2 weeks, shoot your video. Even if it's a $300 video, even if it's a $200 video, shoot your video and stay consistent and let people, you go through that process. It's like a lottery ticket. You'll wake up and you'll be out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Absolutely. You can't be, some people don't like want to, I don't want to work a 9 to 5. That's what you got to do, bro. That's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do, man.
Shoot, I worked a 9 to 5 until I was probably like 38 years old. And then I was able to finally walk away from it. But I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I did it when I could do it.
When you get most devs, see, when you can do it, you can do it. You got to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't looking back.
It ain't looking back, man. For real, that's good, though.
Big facts, man. What about, like, you know, film? Does that pique your interest at all? You know, some artists, you know, as they get seasoned in this music business, they transition into film.
Most def. So yeah, I definitely love film. In the way that I do my videos now, I try to incorporate like me doing some type of acting.
There you go.
So if you see my videos, I direct all my videos. Shouts out to HD Genesis, man. That's my video man who I work with. Man, been working with him for years.
He's out here in Atlanta?
Yeah, he in Atlanta.
I definitely got to look him up because we're looking for a couple.
Oh, man, he dope. I'll give you his contact.
Yeah,
He
most
hard.
definitely.
Definitely hard, man. Good prices, man. He love the culture.
I got artists always asking me about, they want like 3-4 different video people to work with. So
Yeah,
it's always
facts,
good
yeah.
to have, okay.
Yeah, it's good to have 3-4, you know what I mean? But HD, we've been so locked in, like he already available.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I need him. But, you know, if you look at my videos, like, you know, you would see like the acting that I do in there. You know what I'm saying? I love movies and stuff like
It's more cinematic.
Yeah, I be my Denzel F.O.R.A.N, man. Hello. Contract that for sure. You know what I mean?
So if we could land you a big movie role, what kind of character would you want to play?
You know what? I don't want to do the normal like theme that they would probably just box me in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'll be creative with it though. Like, I don't know. I think I want to play like, I don't know.
Are you funny?
Yeah, I'm definitely goofy.
So you could do a little comedy.
I could do a comedy.
You could do a
I
rom-com.
could do something with DC Young Fly.
There you
what I mean?
go.
The 80 style shot. I could do
Yeah,
some comedy with
see?
them with probably Drewski. You know what I
Right.
mean? They all from Atlanta. Desi Banks. Desi Banks crazy. I love
Nah,
to do a
for
skit.
real.
I love to do a skit with him. You know what I mean? So
Make
you
it
know,
happen.
Yeah, man. We just manifesting it.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean?
We
For
throwing
sure.
it out into the
We throwing it out
universe.
there, man.
You
So,
a numbers guy, you know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure,
I'm
for
big
sure.
on that too. Like, you have to manifest everything because one thing about opportunities, most of them are created. They're not
Yeah,
handed to
facts.
us.
Yeah, most definitely, and that's every day. Like, even how I do my videos, like I don't plan my videos.
Yeah.
I tell HD like, hey, we gonna shoot this day around this time, and like literally yesterday, we rolled around for like 15 minutes. We was like, let's just work in this area and be creative. And, you know, we just go from there and just keep the chemistry going and keep it just organic and, you know, just keep it, you know, like adventurous. Like, you know what I'm saying? Keep that fire under you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Hey, listen, we do the same thing. You know, any artist that I'm working with, we'll get out and just drive around because
Yeah, fact.
you got to look around. You can find some dope spots if you just look for
There's a
them.
lot of dope spots in the city.
Right.
All over. You know
Right.
what I mean? So.
Because you don't want to always go to the usual go-tos, Krog Street. That's cool, but there's a bazillion videos out like that.
Don't do the regular. Don't do the regular. You know what I mean? Don't
Step
do that.
outside the box.
Yeah, step outside the box. And that's what, like, you know, I shot a video at the skate park.
See, now that's really dope.
See, I ain't want to say it because the video's so hard. And I know ain't nobody in Atlanta ever did the skate park. Just like my Black Sheep video. I
Yeah.
shot it at Civic Center train station.
Oh, that's hard.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't find nobody who shot a video at the train station in Atlanta.
Right.
Like, even, like, recently.
We just recently
All
shot.
over.
We recently shot a scene at MARTA, but they ran us
Okay.
up out of there.
Well, I'm gonna give y'all.
They ran us up out of there.
Y'all been working. Y'all been grinding. So, you know, but if you did, you know what I mean, respect and love. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But they ran y'all up out of there.
Yeah, because they said that they don't want their branding inside the video because like that could be a copyright issue or whatever. I guess I don't know.
Sheesh.
They like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. You know what? I was in there for about 30 minutes. It took me like 20, 30 minutes.
That's what you gotta
everybody
do.
was
Gotta get
like-
in and out.
Yeah, because everybody was like, hey, man, he's shooting. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was good. And then like we shot at the skate park. Man, it was dope. You know, the skaters, like, they got their own culture. Like,
Man.
shouts out to everybody who skateboard too and BMX and bikes and roller skating and all that. They got their own culture.
Listen, let's talk about that for a second. I think as an artist, you have to get involved with other stuff like that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because like you said, skateboarding, they have their own culture. Gaming, they have their own culture. If you're into sports, riding motorcycles, figure out, even if you don't necessarily do that, get involved with it somehow because that's going to open you up to a whole new audience.
Yeah.
You're going to now open yourself up to an audience that you may not have had and
Yeah.
gain new fans. You know, that type of stuff is important. So tapping into that most
Yeah,
definitely.
And they was turned. And I told HD, I was like, hey, bro, let's just pull up to the skate park.
Now that's hard.
But just going off of that energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
They
just-
piping you up.
Yeah, and that faith, you know what I mean? I went out there and I was like, hey, man, look, we trying to shoot a video. Like, I respected their culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I gave them an offer. You know what I mean? I'm going to show love. I respect the grind. I respect the
course.
hustle, what everybody do. You know what I mean? And they was with it, though. And, you know, they was like, bro, we ain't never shot a video with nobody. Like, we turned everybody
They
down.
love that.
They love, man, we had a ball out there. We was out there sweating. I had to wipe out 2-3 times. You know, I had to put on the undershirt on top of the main
It's
shirt.
blazing
Like,
outside right now, y'all.
what?
It's like 800 degrees.
Scorching, man.
Yeah.
Scorching. But nah, it was dope though, man. I had a blast yesterday, man. It opened my eyes. And you know what I'm saying? I was just like, you know, they gonna really see the creativity and the diversity for
Absolutely.
me as an artist and just bringing in a different culture, you know what I mean? And bringing in different people black, white, Asian.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Just bringing everybody together and just, you know, giving them something to feel good about, man. It was epic.
You have to be diverse. And that's what's going to set you apart, you know, from all these other artists out here, is because you're not afraid to tap into other cultures and other things. You got to do that type of stuff because it's bigger than just Atlanta. It's bigger than just the circle around you. You want the whole world tapping into to Mr. 3 Times over here.
Right. And you know, when you know, I'm a manifestor when F.O.R.A.N, you know, called me to sign this deal, you know what I'm saying? I may be shooting video in the swamp somewhere with alligators, or you know what I'm saying? I like to get creative with my videos.
So listen, when you do that, holla at your girl. I'm such a nature junkie because I'm from Florida. You know, anytime y'all watch my stories, I'm like you said. I remember you said earlier.
I got family in Florida. I be out there.
I
got family in Miami.
Well, in Miami, okay.
Yeah, I got 2 daughters stay out there in Miami. So when I be going out there, it be all kind of iguanas and stuff.
I love that stuff.
About this big, I be like, man.
I remember waking up and because we had a pond out back, and we was out there early one morning, and he was like sitting up right by our house, a big alligator, and I'm just like, whoa! But I love that kind of stuff. That's God's gifts He gave us.
Definitely is. Definitely birds and all that. Like,
yes.
The zoo. I love going
Me
to
too.
the zoo.
Me too.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's definitely what it is. For sure.
We gotta experience life. You know what I'm saying? Because we only got one shot at it.
You do.
Stop being so closed-minded. Like, open your mind up and get out there and explore the world. It's beautiful out there.
Stop trying to impress people.
Facts.
Like,
nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares. We don't care about your Gucci or Louis, man.
We
Live
don't.
life and be creative, man, and go up. You know what I'm saying?
I don't go to bed thinking about nobody's nothing
Instagram
but my own.
Facts for sure. My account, my kids, make sure their account's good. My account good. We good. The team good. Everything else gonna fall in line.
Nah, for real, man. Well, listen, it was such a pleasure to have you here.
I thank you for having me.
I'm so glad that we reconnected. Give me love one more time. Boom. I appreciate it. Before we get up out of here, there's 3 things we got to do, right? 1, tell everybody where they can follow you, keep up with you on all your social media.
You can follow me on Instagram at F.O.R.A.N. That's F.O.R.A.N 3X. Again, F.O.R.A.N 3X. I'm building my content. I know y'all see me like, okay, he lit, he look like it. I don't got a lot of content on my page because I ain't all that type of player, but you know, my manager, you know what I'm saying, and everybody, they keeping the content going on there. So I definitely got some prizes for y'all. I'm staying active. I'm staying lit. So, you know, tap in with the Instagram. That's F.O.R.A.N 3X. You know what I mean? And, you know, come on the journey with me, man. Come through the process with me, man. And, you know what I'm saying? We all going to go together for sure.
And he brought me some really nice shirts, y'all. Thank you again for that.
Yeah, the F.O.R.A.N shirts. Man,
yes.
You know,
where can they cop the merch?
I mean, just hit me personally for right now. You know what I'm saying? Hello. Hit me personally.
Holla.
I'm going to work something out for you. Know, I got a t-shirt machine at the house. You know
what?
I mean? So, yeah, I pressed them up.
Oh, that's,
yeah,
now that's a business in itself right there, bro.
You know, you like you said, though, like, you got to learn how to do everything yourself.
Nah, for real.
You can't wait on everybody to do it for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got the money, go out there, get it, go on YouTube. I bought a whole studio when I came home.
Yeah.
And, you know, they was about this size in here, they was taxing me about painting $1,500 for the paint.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy expensive.
I went straight on YouTube. I mean,
it's called YouTube University. Yeah. That's where I learned how to do.
Man. Hello.
When I was trying to set up all my camera equipment and stuff, I went to YouTube and watched videos on what cameras to buy, how to set them up, what kind of capture cards. YouTube.
Yeah, most definitely. But y'all can find me on Instagram, F.O.R.A.N 3X, man, for right now.
Definitely. Who you want to shout out to, bro?
First of all, man, I want to shout out to God. You know what I mean? I want to shout out to my boy Larry. You know what I mean? For, you know, I don't know. I ain't going to get into that. That is a man and himself, man. I rock with him for real, man.
He is a real one. And y'all tap in with him because he's got a great podcast, too.
Yeah, I want to shout out to you.
I appreciate that.
Shout out to my mom. You know what I mean? Shout out to my dad. Shout out to my kids. Shout out to Josh, Straight Cash in the building. You know, shouts out to everybody, man. Shouts out to my boy Bird. You know what I mean? Shouts out to my sister. You know what I mean? Shouts out to everybody who rocking with me. You know what I mean? For sure. Man,
last but not least, and this is the most important question of the whole night, right? We got F.O.R.A.N 3 times in the building.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Industry's most wanted. I appreciate you being here. So right now, you got to let the whole world know what makes you the industry's most wanted.
Man, what's made me the industry most wanted, I'm authentic. You know what I mean? What you see, what you get. Like, it ain't nothing fabricated. You know what I mean? It's in me, not on me. You know what I mean? You going to get what you pay for. Believe the hype. Believe the hype. When you bump that F.O.R.A.N, believe the hype, man. We on the way. Hello. For sure.
Facts, man. My dog, I appreciate it. We up out of here, y'all.
Love.